Hello everyone. We are glad to meet you here in the beautiful town of Gandia. When we invited you here a couple of weeks before, we planned to show the training, to do the last stop before the fight. But last Friday, everything changed. We'll start with a small press conference to answer the common question about the whole situation, about the fight, and then you'll be able to talk one-to-one in that special zone. Here they are: Oleksandr Usyk, the champion; Oleksandr Usyk, the promoter; Egis Klimas, the manager; and Sergey Lapin, the camp director and the CEO of Ready to Fight. And my first question goes to Oleksandr Usyk, the traditional questions. How do you feel?
I'm doing good, guy. I'm very good.
Please, who want to ask anything?
So this time we have a very unique press conference where we are not supposed to make any statements. We are free to get this like interactive conversation. You all know what happened. We had this, let's say, media day before the fight that's supposed to happen on February 17th. For the well-known reasons, unfortunately, it's not happening on the 17th. That's why we did not want to cancel this opportunity for the meeting. So here we are. Here is the champ. He's still in the camp. He's doing good. He's feeling well. We know the fight has been rescheduled for the new date. So feel free to ask your questions. Use this chance to communicate with the champ.
Oleksandr, if a doctor tells Tyson to have maybe 90 days with no sparring because of the eye, he only has about 17 to spar then properly prepare for you. Is that a concern?
Якщо лікар скаже 90 днів не спаррингувати, то залишиться всього на 17 днів для спарку. Чи може це бути якоюсь причиною? Чи може це взагалі звертати на це увагу?
I don't think about it. We have 3 months, yeah? New data, it's 18 May. Please.
Oleksandr, do you think Tyson is recovered?
Ти думаєш, Тайсон вирус?
I don't think about it.
What do you think about it?
Що ти думаєш?
I think only my family, my daughter, Maria, born, newborn, yeah. I think my team, my friend,
Congratulations on becoming a dad again.
thank you.
How is your wife and baby?
Everything okay. Maria wait me, my wife too. My children wait me because I give я багато чого поставив на кон. Я не розкажу, ти все розумієш, передаєш. Я багато чого поставив на кон. Я не святкував жодних свят, Нового року. Я не святкував свої день народження своїх дітей, які були от в цей час, коли я тренувався. Я не був зі своєю дружиною, коли вона народжувала дитину, а мав бути там, десь поряд, ходити по коридору. Не поряд з нею, тому що це її справа, а бути десь в коридорі і чути, як моя доня буде кричати.
I sacrificed a lot. I sacrificed all the dates that we used to spend with my family, the New Year, Christmas, my birthday, the birthday of my son, the birthday of my second son, and of course, the birth of my daughter. I was supposed to be somewhere around with my wife, not in the room with her because it's her own business, but walking somewhere around and waiting for her to give a birth to my daughter. So,
І я нікого не засуджую, взагалі нікого. Так буває, це бокс. Просто дуже серйозно треба відноситись, тому що ми на іншому рівні з Тайсоном Ф'юрі. Ми повинні кожну маленьку деталь викреслювати, щоб продовжити підготовку і виходити в ринг.
I'm not judging anyone. But the thing is that we have to treat this more serious. This is a very important and well-anticipated fight for the whole world. And we have to be cautious. We have to treat this professionally and spend every minute that we are in the ring with attention and respect to our opponent.
Засуджувати людей за якісь помилки – це слабкість.
To judge someone for his mistakes is a weakness.
Я дуже чудово себе відчуваю.
I feel very well.
І навіть якщо хтось грає мною, то він грає по моїх правилах.
And even if someone is trying to play me, he is playing on my rules.
Oleksandr, you will staying here in the camp right now till the next hopefully to the May appointment, or you will be going back first to
Я
visit your family?
Ні, я хочу побачити доньку, обійняти її, подякувати дружині, помолитися, побути 2 дня чи там 3 дня вдома і повернутися в зал, тому що мене чекає гаряча рінг.
I want to come back home to hug my daughter, to thank my wife, to spend 2 or 3 days at home, and then to come back to my camp because the ring of fire is waiting for me.
So when was the birth of your fourth child? Exactly date?
28 січня.
January 28th.
Alex, what was your first reaction when you saw the news from Tyson Fury that he got that cut?
Мені сказали це після того, як я вже вийшов з ринга, я відбоксував, відтренувався 12 раундів спарінгів. Ми зробили неймовірну роботу. І потім Сергій Сергійович підійшов трошки з посмішкою, трошки напружений і сказав, що у нас отакі новини. Я неймовірно посміхнувся, десь отак, і пішов тренуватися далі.
We had the last 12 round sparring, and I was already in the ring when this news occurred. So when I finished the last round, Sergey came up to me, smiling and kind of feeling uncomfortable. He said that we have some sort of news from that camp. So I smiled the way he showed and went back to the training, working with a boxing bag.
І це посмішка не з Тайсона Ф'юрі чи над кимось посмішка. Це просто моя посмішка, тому що мені так легше. Коли я посміхаюсь, я вільний.
And this smile is not, let's say, devoted to Tyson Fury or to anybody else. It's the smile that comes from the bottom of my heart. Because when I smile, I feel freedom. I feel better when the smile is on my face.
Якщо ви, до речі, спробуєте просто посміхатися ні з чого, ви зрозумієте, наскільки життя прекрасне.
And if you try to smile for no reason, you will understand better how beautiful is the life.
Dennis, were you smiling when you heard the news?
I didn't.
Nice.
Actually, you know what? I got a text message during a nighttime because I was in Los Angeles getting ready to fly here. And then I woke up in the morning, I see a missed call from Oleksandr Usyk. I didn't read any text yet, so I just dialed the number. And Usyk answered me and he goes like, well? I said, what? Oh, he says, you don't know yet. You haven't read my text. I said, no, I didn't. He says, I would like to film it and to see your face when you're going to be reading that message. And then I read it. And it didn't film it.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, there was no videos.
What you thinking then?
You read in the media what I was thinking.
Question.
Go ahead.
You told you should avoid the mistakes. Do you think what happened is a mistake?
Even like Tyson. Думаєш, те, що...
Це помилка? Те, що сталося? Була помилка. Чи це вже сталося чиясь помилка?
Thing happened. I have no idea.
Well, we cannot judge it like a mistake because we've been in this sport for so many years, and it might be a coincidence. It might be an unhappy coincidence. That's why all the contracts have this clause. Every single boxing contract had the clause for the injury. It might happen to anyone. It might happen in the gym. It might happen in the ring. It might happen in your apartment, it might happen in a restaurant, everywhere. So we are not belonging to ourselves. That's why all kind of boxing contracts foresee this, and we have some kind of extension. And I just want you to remind that the extension was once used in this particular contract. I don't mean the previous ones, negotiations that we've been conducting for more than 3 years. I mean, this particular contract, when we came to Riyadh, when Tyson Fury was taking the MMA pro debut fighter Francis Ngannou, and Usyk jumped into the ring to announce the fight, which was supposed to happen on December 23rd, right, December 23rd. They started to discuss it already. But in a couple of days, the decision was taken to extend the date of the fight, to reschedule it for almost 3 months. Usyk was like, he wasn't happy to hear this. Though it was a tough schedule for him, but he wasn't happy to hear this. He wanted to fight before Christmas, before New Year in December. But there was no... There was a respect to Tyson Fury because he didn't perform good with Ngannou. He was injured. He got cut. He got some troubles in the ring. So Usyk agreed to give him extra period of time, and the new date was February 17th. Just to remind you, Usyk was in the camp since September. He was getting prepared for December 23rd. So now he is in the camp starting from September and up now, and in a couple of weeks he will be back here to continue his camp for May 18th. So it's already 2 times 3 months extension, but we will pray that this is the last extension to take place.
I'm sure Oleksandr won't care about money and contracts, but when Turkey Al Sheikh was speaking the other evening, he said that there is a $10 million or pounds forfeit if either man pulls out again. Well, I didn't really understand much about that. Could either of you guys explain that? If Tyson pulls out again, does he personally pay Oleksandr $10 million?
Basically, it was our request, and then we were negotiating about this. We put that request into Saudi's people. If you're gonna move a fight, make sure you're gonna include, we called it lapping rules. Make sure you're gonna include the penalty.
And that will come from Tyson, not from Saudi.
Yes, that will have to come from a fighter, from Tyson.
He doesn't like spending money.
I don't see no gypsy spending money.
And the other thing that in case he withdraws from the fight, the replacement should be foreseen before, in advance. So in case for some reason he got a cut of his heel or he got whatever he can get, the fight is happening on May 18th under any circumstances.
Alex, how close was the Filip Hrgović fight for February the 17th?
Over here, it was already done. Over here, almost as well. But it's up to the Saudis to decide, because it's their show. They are organizing it, they are making all the decisions. So we've done everything possible to save the show. We heard the reports in media that Filip Hrgović was ready to take the fight. But it is what it is. So the fight is happening on May 18th, whoever is the opponent.
What do you think is a harder fight for Oleksandr Usyk?
The harder fight? Difficult to answer. Rob, let's speak in person, because it will take a lot of time to give you my reasons. The hardest fight is the fight with himself. The hardest fight is to fight with the circumstances. Whoever comes into the ring will be his opponent, and this is the hardest fight. We are all on the way to the undisputed for the second time in the career, and with the help of God, we will achieve our goal.
Oleksandr, have you seen the video from Tyson Fury's camp of the cut when he's sparring? And what did you make of it? Did you think it was real?
Which one? The real one or the one on the media?
The one that they released with the sparring session with the head guards on and the elbows. What did you make of that video? Did you see it? Did you think it was genuine?
I don't think about it. Yes, I see its video. Так, я бачив, я ж казав вже про засоби безпеки. Це шолом, це збільшені рукавички, змазування рукавички вазелином для менше отримання травм. Тобто це режим твого тренування, наскільки ти серйозно відносишся до своєї роботи.
I mentioned this before. There are some certain measures, certain measures taken by a professional, highly professional fighter. Normally, you use the headgear. You're using the big gloves, like 20-ounce gloves for sparring. You apply Vaseline on the gloves of your sparring partners. You apply Vaseline on your mask, on your eyebrows, to avoid cuts, to avoid any kind of injuries, because you're treating this in a different manner than a professional. You are jeopardizing the whole event, and you behave disrespectful to people who are involved.
So you think he wasn't doing any of that?
Я ж такого не казав.
I didn't mention this.
How does it feel to be a part of history and a part of something that could potentially change fighters' lives? Such as the RT Fight app.
Say it again. I will understand.
Only you.
English, please.
how does it feel to be a part of history and a part of something that could potentially change the fighters, through the fight app, change fighters' lives?
Як це відчувається бути частиною історії, яка змінює життя боксерів? Мова йде про ready to fight.
Якщо чесно, це все життя хотіли зробити, допомогти. І зараз Господь нам дав неймовірну можливість. Ми зібрали неймовірну команду, яка працює в цьому напрямку і допомагає людям, які потребують допомоги. Це настільки круто, що я кожного дня дякую Господу за це.
I tell you the truth. We wanted to make it happen from the beginning of the career. This is something that the world of boxing needed for the long time. This is absolutely incredible thing, and that might help every single man who is involved in the field of boxing. We have united some extraordinary people together in a team of ready to fight. And I'm not calling this application. This is something that is referred to this is something that is referred to the sphere of people who are working together on bringing benefit to the world of boxing, to people who are boxers, who are just started their careers, who need who have no people around them, like promoters, like managers, like advisors. This is just an application that helps beginners to succeed in their field.
I could add that it's the first time in history of boxing when more than 20 sparring partners for the undisputed fight was found by the mobile application. How many sparring sessions do you have?
Так, не знаю, скільки раундів? Ні, 250.
В тренировочном лагере было около 200 раундов спарринга.
We had something like 250 rounds of sparrings in this training camp.
До 20 спарринг-партнеров со схожими параметрами оппонента.
Around 20 sparring partners looking and performing similar to our opponent.
И на данный момент новые заявки на следующие спарринг-сессии у нас уже 15 человек подтверждено.
And we have placed the new application to spar with Oleksandr Usyk in the upcoming training session, in the upcoming camp, and we have already got 15 confirmed gentlemen in heavyweight to work with Oleksandr.
На сегодняшний день все стало гораздо проще, быстро и удобно. Мы убрали большое количество шагов, надо звонить всем подряд всему миру, узнавать у соседа друга или у брата сестры, что кто-то где-то, кто-то есть там, привезите нам спарринг-партнера. Сейчас все просто зашел, увидел и нашел.
It became really simple now. You don't need to call people around the world to ask them and their relatives to look for someone's phone number in order to ask a question whether he is available, or is willing to come and spar in a certain period of time for a certain amount of money. It's easy as it is. Several clicks and you've got everything in place. You've got this message is delivered to everyone who might be potentially interested, and the one who is potentially interested can take a decision at once and apply for this, and we can decide who we need in which period. And it's like you are overcoming 3 or 4 extra steps that you had to take earlier. Now it's like this. Now it works like this.
И, кстати, отец Фьюри говорил, что у них там большие проблемы в команде. Возможно, пускай они могут зайти на сайт и набрать себе команду, и в будущем у них не будет возникать таких сложностей с сечками, либо с какими-то другими проблемами в лагере, потому что там на платформе есть достаточное количество специалистов.
And by the way, John Fury, Tyson's father, he mentioned that they had some troubles in finding the sparring partners. So we can offer ready to fight service so they can join it and find a proper team and proper professionals to avoid any misunderstandings and any kind of troubles in the future camp, because we have enough specialists in different fields on our platform ready to fight.